Aquarius, hello there, my friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early June 2021. Thank you so much for joining me today. And we're going to get it going immediately for you. We're going to start you with a couple of oracle cards to breeze into this reading nice and smooth. So my guides and spirit team, what's going on with the Aquarius collective, please and thank you. And we're just going to have a quick look at these, then we're going to get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the end, I'm going to pull you a bonus spread with the starseed oracle to see what it is you might need to hear from the universe. I hope you're all well. Let's get it going. What's going on for Aquarius, please, guys? Also, if you're new here, Aquarius, as these first cards come flying out, I'll be speaking about the June subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Okay, we have a lot of mental action going here, and that's something I've been seeing with the air signs this week quite a bit, is the mental play going on. And we're going to talk about these super quick before we get into the full reading. You see this lady, she has a whole bunch of things in her hair, and I feel like this might have been showing up for you in recent weeks as well, that you might have a lot on the mind, a lot of different things on the brain. It could be good. This could be someone who's feeling very creative and wanting to bring things forth, and it's nice. But your mind might be in a lot of different places, especially when we pair it up with the card that's coming up right next to it, okay? If that's not you, it's absolutely someone you're attached to. But you see this person, it looks like they're sleeping, there's bubbles around them, there's a book. So yes, it could be matters of communication. I'm thinking dreamy, etheric mind states here. So beware of your mental state in these coming weeks, that it might be a little more active than it usually is. If you're prone to overthinking, that could really be a theme going forward. And that doesn't always have to be a negative or bad thing. It's just an energy that's showing up. So we're going to get into tarot now. We're going to get you 3 in the upright, then intuitively clarify, as we always do. So let's shuffle it up here one time for Aquarius, please. What's going on with Aquarius? Okay, now last week's reading for you was very intriguing because I believe it was called Big Revelation Incoming. And there was energy of revelation, whether that was hidden things coming to light or a eureka moment within yourself. So I want to see if those energies are still showing up, because they do shift and change from time to time. So let's see what's going on with Aquarius. Energy is always shifting and changing. You know that. Okay, we have the Page of Swords. That could represent you. Okay, there might be someone checking you out, watching you. Who knows? We'll get into that further, though. I don't want to make too many statements just yet. We have the Six of Swords. So really that tie-in that I was just speaking about to the mental, to the mind, is showing up once again with the double sword cards. We have the Hermit on the back end here. Interesting. So we're going to talk about these briefly. I'll give you some of the classicals before we get the juicier stuff, as I always do. But in position number 1, the Page of Swords, that could represent you or another air sign, could represent a younger person in your life or someone there's an age difference with. All pages are students, all pages are communicators. But seeing the double swords with what we saw in the oracles, just beware of your mind state in these coming weeks. There could be something you're trying to analyze or watch, or someone could be watching you when this page is here. He is the spy of the tarot deck. But I don't get those necessarily bad vibes. There could be someone being a little standoffish, a little guarded around you, especially since we have the Hermit there on the back end. But there could be some sort of interesting communication coming with this Page of Swords for sure, like a message specifically. In the center, we have the Six of Swords, so somebody coming out of a tumultuous time into the calm, clear waters. This is smooth sailing. This is progress. This is good. I feel like this is positive. So you might be making progress in certain areas of life or really trying to forge ahead and do that. This could be a sign of improvement. So I really like when this shows up. We do have to clarify, as I said, we're going to see what that movement is about, whether it's something coming in or something going out, we'll see. But on the back end, we have the Hermit. Okay. Could be tied to a Virgo. If you're not tied to a Virgo, the Hermit means, as usual, a whole host of different things. It could talk about going within, seeking that inner wisdom, finding guidance within yourself, meditative states, things of that sort. In the negative, this could be somebody who's not really sharing feelings, not really speaking their piece, speaking their mind. You might be having communication issues with somebody, especially with this defensive page in the beginning. So be aware of that when the Hermit shows up. It's also one of the cards of the Dark Night of the Soul. So hopefully none of you are going through that currently. But if you already have experienced that, you might want to look back and see what messages you can pull when there's the Hermit. But as I said, there are much more messages to pull. So let us dive deeper and clarify. So let's shuffle it up one more time here for Aquarius, please. My God, what's going on with Aquarius? Aquarius. Now, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research if you'd like, or rely on your knowledge of tarot, because as you know, all tarot readings are about interpretation, and I'm giving you mine. So let's see what's up with this Page of Swords for Aquarius. Why is this page here? Could easily be something coming towards you, especially with all the action cards coming next to it. Okay. We have the Emperor in reverse, so I'm definitely seeing possible like changes or big plays on people in different positions in life. Now, that's not the whole message. The Emperor could be an Aries you're tied to, but when it shows up in reverse, this is somebody who could be a little overbearing, a little over-controlling, okay? It's giving me a very cornered type of feeling, so hopefully none of you are feeling like you're backed into a corner or you're being forced to do something in this time. But Emperor in reverse, this is somebody who is either trying to break shackles of some kind, break some sort of control system, whether it's someone who has control in them. This is a very interesting type of feeling, and I don't always feel this with Aquarius, but I feel someone trying to break the shackles of something. Okay, now you might be watching this for various different reasons. It doesn't always have to be love or work or things like that. But yeah, that's just how I feel, like someone really wanting to change things, reinvent them. Because there's not much, I mean, there's a huge difference between the Emperor and the Page. Okay, and with the Emperor showing up in reverse, just beware of authority figures in this time. People who, I don't want to say abuse authority, but are just too over-controlling and overbearing. There might be someone who's just a little much. All right, we're going to go in on this Six of Swords, see what that's about. Yeah, that was giving me all sorts of different feelings, that first row. So why is the Six of Swords here? What's coming in? Okay. Yeah, we have the Sun in reverse. Beware of anyone who's a little too pessimistic in this time. That is the card of Leo, the Sun, and even when it shows up in reverse, it is one of the more positive cards. But it could be, once again, a card of unseen, hidden things when it shows up in reverse. This is giving me a very interesting feeling of two sides of a coin, like someone being hot and cold, things changing very quick, like 1 second to the next. Now, when the Sun is in reverse, I do feel someone moving forward, moving towards whatever calmness that we were already speaking about, but with kind of a pessimistic attitude, pessimistic mindset. So hopefully you're not in that mode right now, or no one in your life is really like that. It's a very confused type of feeling too, because it's like making my mind race, making my thoughts race. And ever since the beginning, I said the mind could be going fast, and now I'm experiencing it in myself, that I'm getting all these different messages, but it's like different ones are just going. So beware of pessimism, and really try to calm the mind if possible. You might need some meditation in this time. Like really try to relax the mind. We're going to go in on this Hermit. Let's see what's up with him. Then I'm going to pull your bonus spread. I'm also going to give you a quick recap of this as well, because I know I was given a whole bunch of different messages for each one. So why is the Hermit here for Aquarius? Please. Okay, Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. Yeah, this is indecisiveness as well. So I am getting, just like we have throughout this whole entire reading, lots of little fast shifts and changes, whether it's changes in mindset or changes in the energy around. The Two of Wands is one of my cards of planning. As with all twos, it's a card of going left, going right. But with this Hermit person, this is someone who is either being extremely indecisive or someone who's like, you know what? I really am not a fan of either of those options. I'm going to be a hermit for a little bit. Which is fine, I get it. I'm not throwing stones or anything like that. We have a card of dark, we have a card of light, we have still energy of revelation showing up within this whole spread. But with this Two of Wands in reverse and this Hermit, I feel like someone's like, all right, you know what? I don't predict that going well, or I don't like either of those choices, so I'm just going to chill back for a minute. That's kind of the energy it's giving me. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff going on in this reading. And I'm going to give you a quick recap of how it was making me feel, then we'll get into the bonus spread for you. In position number 1, we had the Page of Swords with the Emperor. Beware of any authority figures in this time, bumping heads. I do get the energy of somebody trying to break the shackles of something, break free of something. I don't specifically mean a person, but someone is wanting a shift and a change. In the middle, we have the Six of Swords with the Sun. Yes, there is progress. Things could be changing and going in a better direction, but someone might be holding on to some pessimism. They might see the world in a darker way, might have been through some mess, and now it's kind of affected how they view the world from here on out. And on the back end with the Hermit and the Two of Wands in reverse, yes, it could be indecisiveness or somebody who doesn't like the options they have in front of them, so they're choosing to just hold back for a moment. That's what we have for you. So I'm going to pull your bonus spread. Feel free to take a screenshot and look into those further. That's a lot of different stuff going on in there. And only take what hits, of course. So let's shuffle it up here for Aquarius, please. Guys, what does Aquarius need to hear after a reading like that? And I'll give you the intuitive and literal. So you get the double and just take what hits. So what's going on for the Aquarius collective? What do they need to hear? Please. Okay. Yeah. Either you might need to give advice, or you might need to ask advice of someone with the whale orcas. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Interesting. Now I think I know why, like, if your head's been running rampant lately, I think I know why. Now we have the whale and orca elders, but we also have the starseed empath, or the empathic starseed, which makes complete sense to me about what I was feeling with all those different energies that were rolling up. So real quick, we'll cap it off with this. When I see this card, I do think of either, since they are elders, and it is said that whales are generally wise, that you might need to seek out somebody for advice. If you're going through a tough time, don't be afraid to ask for advice. That's okay. Or someone might be approaching you for the same thing, okay? That's up to you if you want to impart advice or wisdom on somebody, but it's just possible that it's going to happen. Now, the empathic starseed is somebody, when there's a lot of starseeds out there, even ones that don't know it, that they feed off the energy of those around them without even realizing it. So if all the stuff I was saying about the mind going in a lot of different ways, you might be absorbing energies of people who are around you. You might be absorbing energies of the environment. You don't even realize it. If you're confused about why you've been feeling a certain way, or like why your emotions and everything's shifting and changing so quickly, you might need to introduce some crystals and energy work into your life to really get a grasp of your empathic side, okay? It literally says on the bottom, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. So that is something to be aware of in this time, my Aquarian friends. And that's what I have for you. So don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the June subscriber surprise. If you entered the May subscriber surprise, I'll be posting the winners in my community tab on June 1st, so give that a look if you were in that. But if you'd like to get your name in for the June subscriber surprise, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Light Seers Tarot. It's very watercolory. It's really nice. So if you'd like to get your name in, you just need to do 2 simple things. As always, first, you must be subscribed because it's the subscriber surprise. And second, let me know down in the comments your big 3 astrological alignments, your sun, your moon, your rising. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of June, I'll pick the winners and announce them in the community tab. So my friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time.